positive values, portrayed by good sportsmanship that everyone appreciates. Good sports are winners. The Kansas State High School Activities Association encourages you to make sportsmanship a primary concern. Keisha and South Harbor High School wish to remind you that sportsmanship is to be practiced and adhered to throughout the contest. Concession and bathrooms are located at the northwest end of the field. Thank you to Steve Leach in the 9th grade class for getting the field ready for tonight's game. Homecoming festivities will begin shortly.
Pekin football fans. My name is Emily Cundiff Loman, and I will be announcing. I'm proud to be here at South alumni, class of 2006, and your 2005 South Harbor football homecoming queen. My husband of 15 years, also South Harbor alumni, Garrett, and I are proud parents of 6th grader Lexi and 3rd grader Jordy Loman. On behalf of the student body, we would like to extend a warm welcome to each of you. The student council has organized the activities for this evening, but each class and organization at South Barber has played a part in preparations as well. At this time, please gather your attention to the visitor side. Looking at the section are your kindergarten helpers, chosen by SBHS. Carrying a teacher on basketball in the road, Mr. Gabe Salinas, son of Jose and Corey Salinas. Carrying the flowers is Miss Adeline Sahadi, daughter of Sean and Luda Sahadi, and Miss Maddie Nielsen, daughter of Brian and Shelby Nielsen, is carrying our frat this evening. FCCLA member Kinsley Chubaugh is assisting the kindergarten helpers this evening. Following the kindergarten helpers is our 2024 homecoming queen, Miss Riley Michael, daughter of Christina Duval, John Duval, and Lance Michael. Riley is attending Barton Community College, studying to be a medical laboratory technician. She is currently employed as a certified nursing assistant in Great Bend. In her spare time, she is working on homework or watching Netflix. Riley enjoys getting to come home and spending time with her family. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Riley Michael. And next will be our homecoming attendants chosen by each class. The freshman attendant is Lennon Humphrey, daughter of Trent and Abby Humphrey. Lennon's biggest achievement is being a child of God and also holding the junior high 400-meter record. Her favorite quote that her dad says often is, "The grass isn't greener on the other side, it's greener where you water it." Lennon's escort is Logan Wilson, son of Amber Shira and James Shira. Logan's favorite memory of high school is going to the FFA Green Hand Conference. His favorite quote is, "Opportunities don't happen, you create them." Ladies and gentlemen, the freshman attendants, Miss Lennon Humphrey and her escort, Logan Wilson. Our sophomore attendant this year is Miss Evie McNett, daughter of Tyler and Gail McNett. Evie's favorite class is baking and pastry with Mrs. Cantrell because she loves to improve her baking skills. Her biggest fear is bugs, and her favorite quote is, "I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me." Escorting Evie this evening is Keegan McMurray, son of Misty McMurray and Heath McMurray. Keegan's biggest achievement is winning the state meat judging contest. One of Keegan's favorite memories is going hunting over Thanksgiving break. Ladies and gentlemen, the sophomore attendants, Miss Evie McNett and her escort, Keegan McMurray. Representing the junior class is Miss Melinda Sampaka. Melinda's best memory so far of high school was getting to dress up as a Lorax for Spirit Week. And her biggest achievement is becoming a certified nursing assistant. Escorting Melinda is Tyler Archuleta, son of Joseph Archuleta and Christina Duval. His favorite memory is going to Summer Choral Institute at K-State. Tyler's favorite teacher is Mrs. Beecher because she pushes all the students to their best selves. Ladies and gentlemen, the junior attendants, Miss Belinda Sampaka and her escort, Tyler Archuleta. Now it is my pleasure to introduce to you this year's Homecoming Queen candidate. Our first candidate this evening is Miss Lily Schurter. Lily is the daughter of Zeb and Anna Schurter. Lily was chosen by the football team. She is involved in NHS, where she holds the office of president. She is the basketball captain, involved in track and field, and is the senior class secretary. During her high school years, Lily has achieved the Teakin Award, a Hobie Award, honor roll, received honorable mention for basketball at the Heart of the Plains League. Her college of choice is undecided, however she plans to major in criminal justice with a minor in biochemistry. One of Lily's biggest achievements is going to Australia to represent the United States in her throwing competition. One of Lily's most embarrassing moments is when she thought she was shooting the basket at the elbow, when in reality she was outside the three-point line, and the ball landed about 4 feet in front of her. A favorite memory is winning a trophy for the 54 Classic for sophomore year in basketball. Lily's biggest fear is not being able to accomplish everything she wants to do. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Lily Schurter. Our next candidate this evening is Miss Fiona Walls. Fiona was selected by the senior class. Fiona is the daughter of Ann and Burton Walls. She is the Cloverleaf 4-H president, FCCLA president, FFA vice president, NHS vice president, senior class vice president, student council treasurer, and volleyball co-captain. During her 4 years in high school, she has been on the honor roll every quarter, all 4 years. After graduating high school, she plans to attend Pitt State University and obtain a major in biology with an emphasis in pre-vet medicine and aquatic science. One of Fiona's achievements is getting Grand Hampshire Barrow and Reserve Grand Champion overall market hogs. But her biggest achievement is getting students and staff to say, "Woo doggy!" A favorite high school memory for Fiona is when she was at the forensics meet and a teammate fell down the bleachers. It was a had-to-be-there moment, she says. Fiona's biggest fear is either flying or getting kidnapped. Her favorite quote is, "What good is living a life you've been given if all you do is stay in one place?" by Kenny Chesney. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Fiona Walls. Our last candidate of the evening is Miss Candace Erickson, chosen by the clubs and organizations. Candace is the daughter of Clint and Amy Erickson. She is the FFA president, 4-H vice president, and she is involved in NHS, tennis, basketball, track and field, and 18U softball. During her years of high school, she has received the superintendent's honor roll every quarter, every year. Candace's future plans are to attend Northwestern in Alva or University of New Mexico for 3 semesters before moving on to OU or the University of Eau Claire in Wisconsin to pursue a major in microbiology or biochemistry. After her undergrad is complete, Candace plans to apply to medical school. One of Candace's best memories of high school is playing senior assassin with her class. Candace's biggest accomplishment is going to the Congress of Future Medical Leaders in Boston, Massachusetts as a Kansas representative. At this event, she was able to take a picture with Mario Capecci, who was a 2007 Nobel Prize winner for genetic modification. Her most embarrassing moments of high school are tripping multiple times a day and lighting her hair on fire in chemistry class. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Candace Erickson. And a fun fact they wanted me to add, all 3 of our queen candidates say that Mrs. Beecher is their favorite teacher because she helps them in every aspect. And escorting our past queen and candidates are Braden Duval and Wyatt Dot. Braden is the son of BJ and Amy Duval. His proudest achievement was getting his first touchdown, even though it got called back. Braden's favorite food is steak and fries, specifically waffle fries. His heroes are his parents because they do so much for him and always support him. His biggest fear is drowning. A favorite memory of his was getting to set up for prom. Braden's favorite quote is, "Here for a good time, not a long time." Mr. Braden Duval. Wyatt is the son of David Dotch and Christina Dotch. His biggest achievement was getting an interception at a home football game last year. Wyatt's favorite class is art because he gets to draw and create new pieces of art. His biggest fear is snakes, and his favorite quote is, "It's not who I am underneath, but what I do that defines me." Mr. Wyatt Dot. And now for that moment we've all been waiting for. Your 2025 South Barber Football Homecoming Queen is Miss Fiona Wall. Fiona says that her favorite part of homecoming is getting to participate in Spirit Week and class competition. When asked how it feels to be elected homecoming queen, she said she is very grateful and happy. She has wanted to be the football homecoming queen for a long time. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2025 South Barber football homecoming queen, Miss Fiona Walsh. And now for that big kiss and kiss.
To the Moscow Wildcats. The defensive starters for the Wildcats tonight will be number 2, Braylon Johnson, number 10, Fabian Granados, number 15, Quentin Franklin, number 22, Danny Gomez, number 26, Noah Evans, and number 32, Timothy Livesey. Head coach is Stu Moore, assisted by Michael Keeler. And now, for the South Barber Chieftains offensive starters. Number 3, Cody Sklar. Number 5, Austin Swanger. Number 10, Steele Smith. Number 15, Garen Cantrell. Number 22, Braden Duvall. And number 33, Keegan McMurray. Head coach is Matt Cantrell, assisted by Grant Cantrell and Mike Sklar.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Kiowa, Kansas. It is homecoming 2025 for the South Barber Chieftains as they host the Moscow Wildcats. Players are at the middle of the field for the coin toss. Justin Bidno alongside Milo Miller, and our spotter, Dyson Inman, will be giving you the play-by-play tonight.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to be with you. Thank you, Mr. Goodnow, for doing this. We really appreciate you going live and being the voice of the Chieftains.
All right, we're getting our instructions from our sound guy. Chieftains coming in on the year, currently 2-1. 5 starters back from a team last year that went 8-2, their first year in 6-man. Currently ranked number 5 in the state, behind Weston, Cunningham, Ingalls, and Tescott. Head coach is Matt Cantrell. His 11th year as a head coach, 31 years overall with the program. He's got a current record of 81-24-1. Moscow comes in for this evening's ball game, 0-2 on the year. Don't put a lot of stock into that, Milo, as they've had a pretty tough schedule to start the season with a loss to Golden Plains and Weston, Weston's currently number 1 in the state. Golden Plains, as we know from last year, is a pretty solid team.
Well, I will say this. Tonight is going to be a tough night because we had the 2005 state championship 8-man football team here with us, and they got the Chieftains really fired up, and we're excited, and it's homecoming.
You bet. Wildcats are coached by Stu Moore. This is his 25th year at Moscow. It's only his 2nd year as the head coach. His assistant is Michael Keeler. And we are just moments away from kickoff.
Swanger to kick off for the Chieftains.
Chieftains will be kicking off to Moscow. Austin Swanger will be doing the kicking duties tonight for the Chieftains. One thing to keep in mind, although Moscow's had a tough season so far, the scary part is they've only scored 1 touchdown. They've been outscored 100-6 this year. And there's your kickoff. And we're going to get a touchback.
Come out for a touchback.
this is your first time watching a six-man football game, we'll try to give you a few of the rules as we go along. Moscow is going to start on offense. It'll be 1st and 15 from the 15.
I'm kind of excited to see a little bit too how the South Barber Chieftains defense, that's been an area that they are focusing on, and the offense has obviously had a lot of success, and defense is working to try and contain and keep scores down.
That's Franklin back to pass. Good defensive play by Garen Cantrell to break that up. An unusual setup in six-man football is a quarterback under center. Because if they take the snap under center or even in a shotgun, they cannot run past the line of scrimmage. So usually we're going to see a shuffle, a pitch of some sort to free the quarterback back up to where they can run or pass. But Moscow looks content on lining up under center. That's Franklin as your quarterback. He's going to pitch it out. Looked like he was wanting to pass for a moment. Heights up to about the 19-yard line, and a drive of Chieftains in there on that tackle.
Yeah, it looked like number 3, Cody Sklar, got in there first with the hands, but then the team came around and helped wrap that up.
Wildcats looking at 3rd and 11. Working from north to south on our football field, left to right on your YouTube screen. Going to spread them out. A little different formation than what we've seen the first 2 plays. Quick little pass out, and he's going to fight up just a few yards, about the 24, 25-yard line. Going to bring up 4th down.
Looked like Austin Swanger in on that originally. On that tackle.
I'll tell you this, those white jerseys with the yellow numbers is tough to see.
It is, yeah.
4th and 5, 8:34 and counting in the first quarter. And the Wildcats appear that they're going to go for it. Franklin under center, lined up under the center. Tries a little crossbuck handoff, and it's going nowhere at all.
That is Zapp with the tackle, number 90 for the Chieftains.
Chieftains going to take over about the 21, 22-yard line, working with the short field. And we will see what they can get done here.
Learning this six-man football, every lineup looks quite unique to me right now.
Snap goes to Sklar. Quick pitch back to Swanger. He's got a man deep. It's Cantrell in the back of the end zone.
That looked like a touchdown.
Oh, we got a penalty flag, and it looks like they may have called him out of bounds.
I was going to say it was caught, but out of bounds.
Well, you are the expert here, Mr. Goodnow. One foot in, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. It appeared to me that he did have 1 foot in. I guess it would be a matter of control, and we don't have replay. So we're going to have to take their word for it.
Yeah.
But that was a defensive holding on Moscow. It's going to move the Chiefs up even closer to the end zone. Brings up another 1st down. McMurray at center. Yeah, about the 11-yard line. McMurray at center. Sklar in the backfield with Swanger. Snap's going to go to Sklar. Pitches at Swanger. He's around the left side. And he's got, easy peasy touchdown. That was almost too easy. It's a touchdown, Austin Swanger. That was about a 13-yard run, it looks like. 8 minutes to play in the first quarter. They're going to line up for an extra kick. Six-man football. If it's a pass or a run for a point after touchdown, it's 1 point. If you kick it, it's 2. Devin Olson on to kick. Snaps there, kicks up, and it looks
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Not good from here. They called it no good. So
Well-
with 8 minutes to play in the first quarter, South Barber's quickly up 6-0 on the Wildcats. It's good to see we got a community pep band here tonight playing the school song. Big crowd here as this is homecoming 2025. It's also the anniversary of the 2005 state champion team. We have got a crowd. Bleachers are nearly full. Got cars around the end of the football field. People lined up down the track. Good time in Kiowa, Kansas.
It has been. The homecoming festivities started early this morning at the elementary school. The football team and cheerleaders and athletes signing shirts. And we had a wonderful parade today and a great afternoon.
Swanger to kick off. He's going to send it deep, and they are not going to be able to bring it back. That was Franklin. Moscow take over, 1st and 15 at the 15. Good start to the ball game for South Barber on defense and offense. I tell you what's really nice to see is all those guys from that 2005 team standing along the sideline encouraging this current team. That was before your time, but that was a magical season.
You don't go undefeated very often in sports that you play, and to go 13-0 is quite impressive.
Franklin under center for the Wildcats. Going to get a little pitch over here, and he's going to be quickly wrapped up.
Cody Sklar.
By Cody Sklar. Good job, Cody. Cody's currently leading the team with tackles this year.
Nice container on the end there.
So far, we've just seen a very vanilla offense by the Wildcats. And if this is what they continue to do, it could be a very short night for the Wildcats.
Although a very long drive. And I appreciate you mentioning the crowd is large. We just don't have a lot of home games this year. We're going to be on the road next week, traveling all the way to Chautauqua.
It's a pretty good little jaunt. Franklin under center for the Wildcats. Lined up in split back formation. He's going to drop back, and he is looking for a receiver, and he's got a guy up the side at the fight for the ball.
Incomplete.
Garen Cantrell there on the pass defense, and that was kind of up for anybody to grab right there.
Well, Xavier Clausen got in there with some nice pressure on the quarterback for that toss-up. Number 90
At the 13-yard line.
for the Chieftains.
So with 7:02 in the first, it is 3rd down for the Wildcats. Ball spotted at the 13-yard line. They've got 17 yards to go. South Barber up 6-0. Franklin's going to line up behind center again. Let's see what they got up their sleeve. Little quick pitch, and he is going nowhere fast. Looked like Steele Smith got in there in a hurry, as well as Cody Sklar. Intriguing 3rd down play when it's 3rd and 17.
Yes.
That's just speechless.
Brings up 4th down for the Wildcats.
So it brings up a long 4th down. Clock running at about 6.5 minutes left in the first quarter, and it does look like they're going to punt this time.
And back to receive that punt. Number 15, Garen Cantrell.
That is a extremely high punt, but a relatively short punt. Now it's going to take a Wildcat bounce. South Barber will take over about the 24-yard line. We are up high in this press box, and that ball was way up there.
Lost sight of it.
Tell you what, I appreciate your dynamic color commentating there, man.
I have no response to that.
It's 4th down for the
Chieftains back on offense. 6:10 to go in the first. South Barber up 6-0. Is 1st and 15 from the 24-yard line. It's a handoff. Cantrell around the end, and he has got a lot of room. And he has taken it to the house. There is nothing between him and the county line. Touchdown, South Barber.
No flags on the play.
And Doug Swanger on the cannon. I forgot about that. That'll make you jump a little bit.
Shook the press box.
Tell you what, South Barber's looking good. Just a quick end around play right there to Cantrell, and nobody got a hand on him.
He is fast. He's had a good track season. He's qualified for state in the 800 2 times.
Olson with the extra kick is blocked. What's the quick math on that? How many yards was that touchdown run? From the 24.
24. Is that what he said?
Yeah, is that 56-yard touchdown run? That'd be 80 yards. 80 minus 24.
You're asking Dyson, right?
Got the PhD.
Oh.
We are live on the internet. Chieftains up 12-0. First quarter, still 5:58 left, and they are looking very good tonight. Big crowd on hand. Pep band playing the school song, which is always good to hear. And so far, Moscow has ran a very basic offense and not very good at that. Getting a thumbs up from our sound guy, which is always appreciative.
Mr. Luke McKinney, we'd give him a big shout out. Thank you for setting us up tonight.
You bet. Coach McKinney off to a good start this year in volleyball. Impressive start. Big jump in wins, up to 10 wins so far this year. Got a few injuries. We're going to see how they navigate through the rest of the season. All right, here comes the kickoff. Swanger sends it deep, and they are going to let this one pass through the back of the end zone. It'll be 1st and 15 for the Wildcats from the 15. We are getting messages. The sound is great all the way down in Coleman, Oklahoma.
Wow.
We are nationwide.
Hey, if you get a text from Loco, Oklahoma, I'm really excited about that.
I get a text from Loco, Oklahoma, I'm going to turn it down. Here come the Wildcats on offense. It'll be Franklin under center again. Let's see what they bring this time. Quick handoff up the middle. He's going nowhere fast.
A lot of pressure from the D-line, the Chieftains.
Swanger and Clausing in on that tackle.
Subbing in for Tyler Archuleta. Sub out Xavier Clausen.
Wildcats line up under center again is Franklin. Quick handoff, and no, he did not get the handoff. Quick tackle.
Braden Duval. He was in the backfield about the time the ball was snapped.
You bet. Good play by Braden Duval. 7 tackles on the season. Senior leader.
Cody Sklar subbing in.
It is 3rd and 20 for the Wildcats from the 15. Got a little speed along that line right now. Let's see what the Wildcats bring. Pitch out, fumble, and looks like Moscow recovered the fumble off the bad pitch. And that's going to put them in another long 4th down position. We've seen them go for it on 4th down once. We've seen them punt it once. I would think from the 8 or 9 yard line, they'd want to punt this one.
Yeah, I mean, I am not a football coach, but I would agree with that. And let's see how much air we get into this punt.
Cantrell back to receive. He's standing about the 34, 35 yard line now. Move it up a little closer. Not sure what we've got going on. Like, just kind of standing around. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
There is a fumble, And it looks like a
And
South Barber touchdown.
that was still Smith.
Steele Smith in there to shake that thing up.
Very nice.
And it is quickly 18-0, 3:55 left in the first. South Barber looking dominant on a homecoming night.
Bad snap. But led
Yes,
to
I'm
this.
not brushed up enough. I assumed that they could snap it directly to the punter to punt, but they're snapping it to an up back, then pitching it to the punter. And that's bringing a little
That is
trouble.
good.
Olson on the kick for the 2. It is 20-0 South Barber, 3:55 left in the first. And the Chieftains are rolling.
That is a nice kick, and given the fact, like you mentioned earlier in six-man football, that the extra point is actually 2, I'm glad to see that we're executing that, because that could be very crucial later on in the season when you hopefully are in the playoffs and picking up extra points where you can. So it was a nice kick.
Well, here's your trivia question. How much is a field goal worth?
4 points. You gave me the sheet right in front of me.
I gave you all kinds of notes, and you're taking a
You
stab
did.
in the dark at 4 points. I'll say you're correct.
Okay.
I'm starting to question my decision of going you in this box tonight.
Yeah, it's understandable. We talked about that quite a bit before we got on air, actually.
All right, Chieftains lined up to kick. Swanger doing the duties again, and he is going to send that thing
Nice
deep.
kick.
They are going to take it about the 1 yard line, and here they come.
Oh, nice hit.
Nice open field tackle by Steele Smith. Gonna drop him about the 14-yard line, 15-yard line. Very impressive open field tackle.
Yes. Steele Smith is a tough kid.
Steele has had a great season. 8 touchdowns as a receiver. He's got 2 interceptions on defense, 16 tackles for the year, 3 forced fumbles. Kid is playing a very good game of football this season, just a sophomore. And ranked number 1 in the team roping in the state of Kansas High School Rodeo Association.
Yeah,
Wow.
I appreciate that. You have a lot of that listed on here, and it's just great to see the rodeo standouts.
Wildcats, the ball, they are going to run a little cross buck play, fake the one back, give to the other. Around the left side of the line, he's going to move up, gain about 2-3 yards. It's been tough going for the Moscow offense. Hats off to the Chieftain defensive line for shaking that thing up all night so far. It's like we got Sklar, Clausine, and is it McMurray across the line right now?
Braden Duval.
Duval moving up to the line.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sklar moves back. Duval and Clausine up on the line. Going to be a shotgun formation for the Wildcats. They're going to look to pass quick to the side, overthrown, and a dangerous pass at that. Pass intended, Danny Gomez. It is extremely challenging to see yellow numbers on white jerseys, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Thankfully,
right
we've got the spotter of all spotters up here. So with 2:58 left in the first, it is a 3rd and 12 position for the Wildcats at the 18-yard line. South Barber up 20-0 so far and looking good. Going to be a shotgun formation again. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, and a back behind the quarterback. He's going to pitch it back. Franklin looking for somebody, and he's in trouble in a hurry. He's just going to shove it up. And they're going to bring him down for another loss at about the 14.
Cody Sklar with the tackle on 33. Was that right? Timothy
Livesey with the little catch of the ball. One of them get rid of it in a hurry because the quarterback's in trouble moments.
Yeah.
Another long 4th down, 4th and 16 from the 14. Clock running at 2:20 and counting. First quarter, South Barber up 20-0. Wildcats in punt formation. Cantrell back to receive.
Another
Bad
bad
snap. They're going to pitch it back. He does get away, and it is not a very good punt.
That is
Janks it way out of bounds, and they are going to spot it.
at the 25, 24. Nope.
About, they were pretty generous on that 25-yard
Yeah.
line. Once again, kind of a shaky snap to their up back before he could get the ball to the punter. It has a good leg on him, as we've seen earlier.
At the 25.
He does, yeah.
Swanger lined up behind shotgun formation to Swanger. He's going to roll to his right, and he is looking downfield, and he's got Steele Smith wide open. Touchdown, South Barber. 25 yards on the connection from Swanger to Smith. And Chieftains are rolling. That is Swanger's 19th touchdown of the year. Throwing.
That is impressive.
Came into the game with 862 yards. He's probably going to go over 1,000 tonight if things keep going the way it's going. Just under 2 minutes to play. Olsen on for the point after, for the 2-point after. There's the snap. Kick is up.
That
It
is a
looks good. And it is good. Chieftains up 28-0. Minute 59 left in the first quarter. And it's a great night to be a Chieftain on homecoming in Kiowa, Kansas, USA. The flag is flying, the crowd is standing, the band is playing. Alongside one of the greatest color commentators that's ever been employed by the South Barber School District.
That is very generous of you. Well, it has been an exciting day. It really has. And you were talking earlier about the rodeo standouts, and I just find this extremely impressive. Steele Smith, #1 in Kansas high school rodeo team roping. Paxton Clark, #1 in bareback riding. Mason Ricky, 6 in team roping. And Paxton Ricky, #12 in the junior high breakaway. And just an impressive group of kids. It's a tough group.
You bet. Good group of kids. Swanger with a kickoff, and it looks like they are going to try to bring it back. He fumbles it on the receiving end. He works his way up to about the 19-yard line. The design of the press box is challenging at times. I've got a great big blind spot right in front of me.
Well, the Moscow Wildcats have had some challenges on special teams all night tonight so far.
That was about the most promising thing they've had so far, albeit off a bobbled reception at the kickoff. They did move it up to about the 19. Let's see what the Wildcats bring out this time.
Yeah, not a bad return. You're right.
Franklin under center again. High formation, going to be a pitch around to the right. He's going to turn the corner, and he is going
There's
to
a
be
block in the
met.
back, I believe.
And we got a
Moscow.
flag on the field. Looks like Sklar was in there on the tackle.
Flag on the play. Holding on the offense.
I did not see the hold on Sklar there. Did you catch that one?
I did not. I thought he was in on the tackle.
Yeah, I thought there was a block in the back on Duval, but nonetheless, he's getting subbed out. Number 22, Braden Duval's being subbed out for Tyler Archuleta, 21 for the Chieftains.
The Wildcats working backwards again. It's going to be 1st and 19 from the 10-yard line. Franklin under center. Going to be a quick pitch around the left, and he has got nowhere to go, and a whole host of Chieftains, almost the entire team, 5 out of the 6 players, in on that tackle.
Gain of 1.
And there is flossing again, somehow in the middle of all of that.
He's a hustler. I like that kid. Devin Olson making an appearance on defense, subbing out Austin Swanger, going to give him a little bit of a break. Wildcats come up to the line of scrimmage. Franklin will be under center again. Flip backs in the backfield. About a minute left in the first quarter. There's a little cross buck, fakes it, going to go deep, and that is going to be incomplete. And now a late flag comes in.
Flag.
Surely that will not be pass interference. He threw into triple coverage. Is that what they just called?
Yep.
All right. Wildcats going to get their first down of the game with 55 seconds left in the first quarter. Chieftains up 28-0.
Penalty against the Chieftains.
And the first positive movement for the Wildcats tonight.
The 6-man and 8-man football, these kids, they have to be conditioned so well. They never get off the field. There's hits all the time. I mean, it's, you know, these smaller teams, they don't get enough credit for all the effort and everything they're doing.
I hadn't even been paying attention to our spotter standing between us.
Oh, nice.
We should look at that from time to time. Snap to Franklin. He's going to send it right up the middle. Nice positive gain. Up to about the 20 or 30-yard line.
Raylan Johnson with the run.
So that was not a first down on that penalty. We're at third down now. 3rd and 4 from 30. So I missed that call. Moscow Wildcats, 3rd and 4, their best position so far of the game at the 30. Franklin under center. South Barber lined up, stout across the front of the line, and looks like they're going to jump off sides. And I think that they're pointing towards the Chieftains.
Offsides.
Now you're going to get you, now you're
I'd
going to get you a first down for Moscow, first one of the game.
Probably be the last play of the first quarter.
Clock is a running, and it looks like they're going to let the clock run out in the first quarter. Teams working their way to the sideline. Into the first quarter, South Barber 28 and Moscow Wildcats nothing. On Homecoming 2025 here in Kiowa, Kansas, USA. Good start for the Chieftains so far.
Yeah, great start.
Anything stood out to you so far?
Well, I love the defensive line play right now by the Chieftains. I think they're getting a lot of pressure at just about every play on defense. And so that's good to see. I know that has been a talking point for the Chieftains so far this year. We have given up a lot of points at certain junctures in some of these games. We played some pretty stiff competition too, especially right out the gate. But yeah, really impressed so far with just how our defensive line is playing. That's been the biggest standout to me.
They have been disruptive.
Yeah.
We're quick off the snap. Not the biggest guys up there on that line. You know, Clausing brings a little size, but Duval and some of these other guys, Archuleta, a little smaller made, but very quick, being disruptive. And they have given Moscow fits on handoffs, pitches, and everything else.
Kind of watching the 2005 team down here that's on the sidelines that you mentioned earlier, and I'd like to pick their brain a little bit later and see what their thoughts are if this is their, watching 6-man football.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. All right, start of the second quarter. Chieftains up 28-0. The Wildcats come up to the line of scrimmage, working at the 35-yard line. First down, Franklin under center.
There's
He's going to
pressure
step back to
again.
pass, and he is in trouble in a hurry. Archuleta and Sklar, they're really quick. They blow the whistle before they can make the tackle.
10-yard loss. No, 5-yard loss on the play.
Quick whistle. They had him for probably 10, but they blew it pretty quick. Like a second. Well, they're saying 2nd and 15.
2nd and 20.
I think it should be 2nd and 20. And I talked to that scorekeeper over there. Just over 9 minutes. Pitch out around to the right. He's looking for some room, and he does not have any.
That was Aaron Cantrell on the tackle. Austin Swanger, number 5.
Yeah, Swanger in on the tackle. Wildcats move the ball up to about the 33-yard line. Going to bring up a long third down again, 3rd and 15 from the 33. Clock running. We're about at 8:45 in the second quarter. Let's see if they'll bring a little imagination this time. Franklin under center again. They're going to get up there with an I formation. A lot of chieftains along the defensive front. They try a little handoff off the right side, and he does have a little room around there, but knocked out of bounds by Swanger. At about the 35-yard line, still going to be short of the first down, but they're closer.
Braylon Johnson for the Moscow Wildcats. There you go. On that run, that was a nice run around the end.
Good. And they are going to take a timeout. Going to be 4th down for them. They're going to talk things over, see if they can get some positive movement going. I'm surprised they've stayed in this offense where they've got the quarterback under center, because that really limits what they can do with that quarterback. He's got basically 2 options: handoff, pitch, or drop back to pass. He cannot run past the line of scrimmage by taking that snap under center, but they're sticking to their guns.
I kind of feel like that this is try to drain the clock type offense at this point.
Take the air out of the ball. Yeah, that very well could be. 28-0. Second quarter, 8:21 left in the second quarter. Chieftains looking very dominant on this homecoming 2025 ball game.
It's 4th down for the Wildcats.
And it does appear that Moscow will go for it on 4th down.
I think that's probably a good call right now, down 28.
Franklin under center, I formation. Let's see what they bring to the table.
Tried the same play, and it
They
was
tried
wrapped
to-
up.
Did he even get the handoff? He did not get the handoff. Kind of a little crossbuck play where they send one running back on one side, one on the other, and he wasn't even able to get the handoff off to his second guy coming through. It looked like they were trying to run that play again that they'd had positive gain on. Let the Chieftains hold them.
Yeah, they're so quick in the backfield, they can't even get the handoff right now.
Chieftains back on offense. It'll be McMurray at center. Like Sklar and Swanger in the backfield. Cantrell in motion from left to right. Goes to Swanger. He's going to pitch to Sklar, and he's coming around the right side, and he's got room to run and some blockers in front. Nice run by Cody Sklar up to about the 24, 25-yard line.
Yeah.
They're going to spot him at the 25. Cantrell was out there for a nice little block. Good little gain. Clock continues to run. We're at 8 minutes in the second quarter. South Barber 28. Moscow Wildcats 0. McMurray will line up over the ball to center. You got Duval split to the left. Smith to the right. Cantrell in motion. Snap goes to Swanger. He's looking for a man. He's got all kinds of room, and he does have a man. It's Braden Duval. Touchdown, South Barber. 25-yard touchdown pass from Austin Swanger to Braden Duval, and that has been a pleasant surprise this year.
Cannon's firing.
And
Iowa, Kansas.
And Grandpa Doug on the cannon.
Proud. Very proud. It should be.
You know, that was something that me and Coach Cantrell talked about early in the week, is the addition of Braden and Keegan McMurray as options as receivers, giving South Barber 4 weapons right there. Olsen with the kick up and good.
It is good again.
And South Barber is 36. The Wildcats nothing. 7:40 to play in the second quarter, and the Chieftains are rolling. Anyways, that gives you a nice little another option as a receiver with Duval coming into that situation. Chieftain flag is a flying. The crowd is a standing and clapping as the band is a playing. It is nice to have a pep band again, Dr. Miller.
It really is, Mr. Rocket. And this group that's come out, we've got a mixture of community members, students, alumni. It's just exciting to get live music back at the games, and we're going to try to carry this on through the basketball season and keep it rocking.
You bet.
Give it up for your South Harbor community.
Rocket will have them rocking. Hey, let me tell you, Jeff Rocket was a pretty good football player back in his day. I think he went to college on a football scholarship.
Really?
I think.
Okay.
Swanger with the kickoff. He's going to send it deep, and they are going to take it from about the 1-2 yard line. It looks like, is that Franklin? I cannot see. Who do we have there? Braylon Johnson on the return. Thank you, Dyson.
Yeah. And on the tackle was Devin Olson on that one, right? Okay, you already pointed that out. I need to stand back here.
Devin Olson
Put that headset on, Dyson.
with the stop.
Clean this broadcast up. All right, Wildcats will take over on offense about the 19, at the 18, 19-yard line, calling it at the 18. 7:31 in the second. Chieftains up 36-0. Looks like Franklin's going to be under center. I formation. Here comes the snap, and they're going to give it to the second man coming through. As Braylon Johnson, he's going to work his way up for maybe a 1-2 yard gain.
Devin Olson finishes the tackle on that one, I think.
And we have an injury timeout. Uh-oh.
Timeout on the field.
Moscow's credit, they are sticking to their guns, by golly. That is Johnson, who was the ball carrier.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's got the wind knocked out or what it is. Good start to the Chieftains, and I will say this about Moscow. Although they are 0-2 on the season and they did not have the best of seasons last year, they do have some success when it comes to six-man football. 2019, they were the Wild West Bowl champions with an undefeated 9-0 season. That was prior to six-man football being recognized in Kansas. So they didn't have state championship games back then. They had a group of six-man teams, and they called it the Wild West Bowl. I think they used to play that out around Dodge City.
Okay.
Kind of a tournament-style thing.
Yeah.
So they've had some success.
Yeah. I did not know that. That's great to hear.
All right, Johnson is up and off the field. Clock is running. We're down to 7 minutes left in the second. South Barber 36, Moscow nothing. It's going to be a 2nd and 11 from the 22. The Wildcats working south to north or right to left on your screen. Franklin under center, and it looks like it's going to be a delay of game.
Moving them back.
So the little positive movement that they had is going to go to the negative side as they are working their way backwards. Now 2nd and 16, 6:47 left in the second. Franklin under center, split back from the backfield. Going to send it right up the gut pretty quick for a short gain. Looked like Danny Gomez on the handoff, and now Gomez looked to be a little slow getting up.
Timeout on the field.
Well, that is a tough thing, and when your roster is not real deep. Who you subbing in next?
Yeah, both these teams working with thin rosters. About 12 players on each team, I believe. Moscow's best player, as I was visiting with their coach before the game, Diego Granillo, is out this week. And maybe that plays into why they're running the offense that they're running. I can tell you through scouting this game, they do not put a lot of information out there on the old internet anywhere. So I can't tell you if Diego would have made a difference or not, but Coach Moore told me he was their best player and he wasn't going to be here tonight because of a medical issue.
Yeah. Well, we wish him well.
Yes. Gomez is up, like he's holding his back. Work his way to the sideline. 6:36 to go in the second. South Barber up 36-0. It's homecoming in Kiowa. Great crowd, great enthusiasm, and a great start to the game for the Chieftains.
they definitely have shortened the game quite a bit. It seems like this first half has gone by really quickly.
Yes. Yep. Going to bring up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 11 from about the 22-yard line, and they're going to line up under center again with Franklin. High formation. Bunch of Chieftains along that defensive front. Let's see what they bring. It's going to go right up the middle in a hurry. And that was William Leahy with the carry. Picked up a few yards. Going to put them in a fairly manageable 4th down for them. 4th and 11. They've been here this evening. Looks like they may run an offensive play and not punt. Just over 6 minutes to play. About 4th and 7. Franklin will line up under center. They are going to go for it unless they do a quick punt. We'll see what they get done here. You can go right up the middle again. William Leahy with the carry again on 4th and 7. And the Chieftains will take over with good field position once again, about the 30-yard line, 29-yard line, somewhere in there. Is that right?
That is right. We just saw the 2025 South Barber Homecoming Queen Fiona Walls.
You bet. You bet. Timeout Moscow. Yeah, Fiona winning the Homecoming Queen. Kind of a big deal here at South Barber. I'll tell you what, I remember my first homecoming here, 1979.
Oh, that was the year I was born.
We weren't even playing football on this field. We played on the south end of town back then.
Ellis Field.
Yes, you know who the Homecoming Queen was? Your junior high volleyball coach, Mrs. Cook. Used to be Mrs. Dominic back then.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, she'll appreciate me mentioning that on a live stream.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Chieftains looking good tonight. 36-0, 5:51 left in the second. It's going to be 1st and 15 from the 29 as they come out on offense. McMurray will be doing the snapping. You're going to have Sklar and Swanger in the backfield. Duval in motion from left to right, and they're going to run it around the left with Sklar. Swanger's going to deliver a block, and Sklar kind of ran into the block. Nice job by Austin Swanger getting that pitch, getting out there to make the block. Cody's got to be a little bit more aware of where he's out on the field and cut that up to the right, and he had all kinds of daylight. He ran into the block, so it's going to bring up a 2nd down from about the 21-yard line.
Bill Smith split wide.
Swanger and Sklar in the backfield. Duval in motion again. Snap goes to Sklar. Now to Swanger. He's looking around. Is he going to run or is he going to throw? He's going to throw, and right there's McMurray, and he's going to have a Chieftain touchdown. Give him the signal, boys. He was there.
Yep.
Touchdown, Keegan McMurray. Good pass from Swanger to McMurray. Again. And Grandpa Doug with the cannon fire. That was kind of an unorthodox play. I didn't know if Austin was going to run or throw, but you talk about a kid that's got an arm and pinpoint accuracy so far.
I don't know if he knew he was going to run or throw, and then he saw him wide open there.
Low snap, low kick, and a penalty on the extra try. We got flags on the field.
Oh.
What do we got to call here? Offsides, Moscow. We're going to get another shot at this thing. Pep bands are playing, the crowds are standing and clapping. It looks like happy days at South Barber again. Olsen on for the extra point kick, low snap, kicks up, and it has distance, but it's not good. It is tricky from here because that looked like it was good. So the kick is no good. 5:36 left in the second. South Barber 42, Moscow Wildcats nothing. South Barber will be kicking off here directly. Chieftains looking good on a homecoming Friday night. Do they have any type of homecoming dance anymore? I wasn't even paying
Yep.
attention.
Yeah, so today, you were talking about earlier the homecoming. I did not know this. Emily Lohman was homecoming queen during the 2005 state
Okay.
championship deal. I found that out today because they had a get together at the community building. After the game tonight, there'll be a meal for the teams and the families who came, and then the current students will run over to the homecoming dance later.
All right. Swanger set to kick. Like Franklin and possibly Johnson to receive. Is that right? It hits about the 10 and it's going to trickle out of bounds. Penalty flags come out. We'll see if we kick again. I'm glad we have young eyes as a spotter because I can barely see those yellow numbers on the white shirt.
Yep.
And whoever designed your press box, you need to have a talk with them. You got a lot of blind spots up here, mister.
This corner right now when they play on this side of the field.
Looks like they're going to take the ball and they're going to start at the 35-yard line. It'll be 1st and 15 for the Wildcats. See if they continue what they've been doing, just trying to run the clock a little bit. 42-0, 5:36 left in the second quarter. It's going to be 1st and 15 for the Wildcats at the 25. That's a good-looking team they've got. They've got some size. Looks like they've got some athletes, just not getting it put together this year.
Yeah, they had a pretty good basketball season last year. I don't know how many kids they graduated or bringing back, but it seemed like they played pretty well when they came here at Sub-State.
It's a little different look. I think it's Livesey under center now. Big boy. High formation. Going to send it to the second back. He's going to be met in a hurry after about a 2-yard gain. Look like Sklar, Swanger, and Smith or Cantrell. Sklar, Swanger, and Cantrell on that tackle. But you can't say that 5 times in a row.
Cannot. No. But I like the team
Johnson
tackling going
on the
on.
carry. You bet. You bet. Warming the ball. Not afraid to hit. Not afraid to wrap them up. It's going to be a 2nd and 13 from the 27. Clock is now under 5 minutes. High formation. A little quick start. I'm surprised we didn't get a flag on that one.
That was a little early.
Swanger and Sklar in there on the stop. I think that was Franklin on the carry. They've moved him from the quarterback into a tailback position.
Subbing in Logan Wilson.
Yeah, big boys along the front. Wilson and Clausing. Sklar and Smith on the outsides. Swanger and Cantrell deep. 3rd and long for the Wildcats. Looks like Franklin's back under center again. Sends it to first man through the fullback, and he may or may not have enough for a first down. It's going to be a close one. William Leha on the carry. Nice run right up the middle, and they do get the first down. Such a quick handoff right there, just a quick hitter. If you ain't got somebody covering that ball or right near it, you're going to get a little room every time on that one. So it's going to be first down about midfield at the 40-yard line. We are 6-man football, so midfield is the 40-yard line. Wildcats coming up. Going to line Franklin up under center again. Split backs in the backfield. Going to have a little pitch around to the near side. He goes down in a hurry.
Great tackle by Austin. He was there in a hurry.
Braylon Johnson got the pitch, and he had nowhere to go, and it looks like he lost a yard on that carry. Going to bring up a long 2nd and 16. Clock down to about 3:15 in the second quarter. We might make it to halftime and have to play in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, and that wouldn't be a bad thing at all. We're recognizing the 2005 team, state champions at halftime. Exciting.
Franklin under center, I formation. Quick snap and handoff, and that's going nowhere fast. That was to William Leha right up the middle, number 21.
Zap was there again.
Bill Smith and Zap on the stop for the Chieftains.
Zap getting his recognition over the intercom.
Wyatt
Austin over
Dobbs
there. Yeah, Wyatt
coming in.
coming into the game. Logan Wilson coming out. Got some big boys along that ball now on the defensive side. About 2:25 and counting. South Barbara up 42-0, second quarter, third down, and a long 17 for the Wildcats.
It's third down.
Moscow coming up, I formation, Franklin under center. Let's see what they do this time. Going with the quick
there's
handoff right up the middle again. William Lahal, they're going to ride that one till they can't ride it anymore. And we talked about the former homecoming queen, and there she is walking through the press box. And she's tickled about that.
Timeout taken by the Chieftains.
Timeout, South Barbara. You think they're trying to conserve a little clock to get the ball back and try to get a mercy rule before halftime or at halftime?
I think so. That was a nice run.
Yes. William Lahal has been a,
How many
it's been a
timeouts do we
bright
have?
spot. I think that's our first timeout.
First time out, okay.
Yep.
Yeah, a few minutes here. Need the defense to hold and, like you said, get the ball back. You think he'll use all of his timeouts if they can keep him short of the first down marker?
Here's what I know. I've known Matt Cantrell since we was in grade school, and I haven't figured out his thinking yet.
Okay.
But I will say with 2:03 left in the second, it's 42-0. It's going to be fourth down for Moscow and 10. You get a stop here and you get a fast touchdown, this thing could be over going into halftime. I formation for the
They got lined up
Wildcats.
quick.
And they get a nice little run. He's going to be short of the fourth down. That was Franklin on the handoff. They moved him to fullback on that play. Moved him up a few more yards, but not enough. It's going to be first down, South Barbara. 1:58 left in the second. 42-0. First and 15 from about the 27. McMurray will be doing the snapping. Looks like Sklar and Swanger in the backfield. No, that is not Sklar and Swanger. That's Braden Duval. Snap to him, to Swanger now. He's looking now. He's running. He's got some room. Oh, my goodness.
That might be a face mask.
He is still going. I thought he was going out of bounds. Now he's off to the races, to the 10-5.
Gone.
Touchdown, Austin Swanger. My word, what a run. I thought he went out of bounds. It looked like a face mask or a horse collar or something along that far side. All they did was spin him, give him a new direction. He took off running. Touchdown, Chieftains. It is now 48-0. 1:42 left in the second, and what a run by Austin Swanger.
Yeah, what just happened? That was amazing. Wow.
That better make the highlight reel for the Sports in Kansas Facebook page. What a ball game he has had so far. He's throwing for touchdowns. He's running for touchdowns. Here comes Olsen on for the 2-point kick to try to push this thing to 50. Tough night for the Wildcats. Their snap, it's good. Olsen puts a foot in it, and it is no good again. But it's 48-0. 1:42 left in the second. South Barbara is rolling. And you talk about a highlight reel. I hope we can capture that off this video. That was a whale of a run by Austin Swanger. Looked like he was gonna pass, and then got a little room, and away he went.
And the defender tackled high. You cannot tackle him high. You get loose and run for, what was that, a 50-yard touchdown run?
Pretty close. We'll call it 50 plus. Make it sound good.
Yeah. But you were right. He has kind of done it all tonight in a lot of ways on both sides of the football.
You bet. Fantastic game by him and the rest of the Chieftains. 1:42 left in the second. South Barbara will be kicking off to the Wildcats. 48-0. Going to be kicking from the north to the south or from the left to the right on your YouTube feed.
Olson to kick off for the Chieftains.
I think we got Johnson and Franklin maybe back to receive. Going to be taken by the up back. At the 18, works his way up to about the 24-yard line. Noah Evans on that. Nice little pickup on their kickoff.
Tackled by Garen Cantrell.
Evans is the ball
You
carrier.
betcha. 1st and 15 for the Wildcats. 1:36 left before halftime, and it could be before the end of the game if they don't get something moving in a hurry. 6-man rules. If you're up by 45 at halftime, all game's over.
First down for the Wildcats at the 23-yard line.
Get a little bit more time for the 05 reunion and the high school dance if we in this thing at halftime. I formation for the Wildcats. South Barber with the big boys along the front line. There's the snap. Going to give it to the second man through, and he's got nowhere to run. Maybe back to the line of scrimmage. They're going to give him a yard.
Still Smith. In on
Still
the tackle.
Smith on the tackle. That was Stephen Lahall on the carry. Williams' younger brother. Like they're going to give him about a yard. Ball spotted just inside the 25. High formation again for the Wildcats. Sticking with their guns here on this. And they hand it to the fullback, and he goes nowhere at all. Clausing right there to put the stop to it. That was Quentin Franklin on the handoff. They've moved him from quarterback to fullback. It's kind of a rotating chairs in that backfield for Moscow right now.
Yeah, quite a bit of seniors on their team this year. Moscow Wildcats.
Yes, yes. Looks like they may try to run another play. About 20 seconds and counting. High formation. And they're going to make a little pitch out to the side. He's got a little room up to about the 30-yard line. William Lahall on the carry.
For the Chieftains. And that is going to do it.
And folks, that is the ball game.
And that's the ball game.
48-0 South Barber. Game over at halftime. The Chieftains looking every bit the number 5 team in the state as they are currently ranked. They're going to move to 3-1 on the season.
Next week we're traveling to Chitopa.
What do we got going here? They're going to put time back on the clock.
Looks like 7 seconds maybe. 5.
Okay, 3 seconds. Wait, we got
8.
Coach Cantrell's saying one thing, the official in the back saying another. We're putting time back on the clock. Moscow's going to get another play.
They're lining up in a hurry too.
It's going to be an I formation again. Let's see what they bring this time. Will they bring the imagination, or are they going to just pitch out to the near side? And he has got nowhere to go, and brought down in a hurry by Devin Olson.
Wow. That'll do it.
Braylon Johnson on the carry. We think it's tough to see the numbers from up here. That is officially the end of the second half, which is the end of the ball game. 48-0 South Barber over Moscow. Good solid ball game for the Chieftains. Swanger looking good through the air and on the ground. The defense was very, very stout.
Yes, to have the shutout, I think it really helps obviously with the statistics of their defense, but they got a lot of pressure all night up front.
You bet. Well, Milo, I appreciate it. We may shut our mics off. The live feed will stay going. I think they are going to honor the 05 football team. Are they going to do that on the field?
They're going to do that on the field here in a bit. And I think after they eat and pray with the teams, and we wish Moscow safe travels back to Moscow. And then right after this, we'll have the recognition of the 2005 state champion football team.
Here they come. They're making their way onto the field. They will be in the screen shortly.
Mr. Goodnow, we really appreciate you doing this. I think you did a great job with all the keeping everything going and spotting everything out and calling the
I'm just
plays.
announcing the
You
last
bet. Good
four
job, Dyson
numbers,
Inman,
last
on
four
being our
numbers,
spotter, keeping us all straightened out. Good to have
4287.
young eyes when you got old eyes trying to look at yellow numbers on white jerseys.
Oh,
As Chieftains and the
Thank you.
Wildcats gather to pray, we will recognize the '05 state champion team immediately after this. Justin Goodnow, along with Milo Miller and
last
Dyson
four,
Inman, thank you for following along this evening.
Thank you,
4267.
gentlemen.
Chieftains win
We
homecoming
ready?
2025
And
48
winner.
0 over the Moscow
You ready?
Wildcats. We will see you next week as they play the Chitopa. Is it the Hornets?
I don't know.
They got Chitopa next week, and it's almost to Missouri or
It is
Northeast
close.
Oklahoma, whichever one you want. But
Yeah.
thank you again for tuning in, and we will see you next week. Chieftains 48, Moscow nothing.
Okay, nobody won that one, so let's try. 4267. 4267. Woo! Winner, winner! All right, we'll bring the football right to you. Thank you so much.
Okay. On the 20th anniversary of the 2005 state championship, we're honoring them tonight. But it would be proper that we mention the 2002 team first. It was the first South Barber team to make the state title game. And there was a stretch there of 5 or 6 years where, except for 1 year, we ended up getting beat by the team that won the state championship. And 2002 had a saying of, what was it? Hold on to the rope, don't give up, don't let go, something of that effect. But it was a heartbreaking loss. But on that team were some freshmen, and they may not have been able to contribute a lot to the success of that team, but they never forgot holding on to the rope and never giving up. Some of them had older brothers on that team, and this gave them great motivation to win. And in the 2005 season, they put it together. A remarkable team. So let's honor this undefeated 13 wins, no losses, 8-man Division I champions of 20 years ago. I will introduce the players to you and also the coaches. You can step out and wave your hand, do whatever you want, guys. I'll do it by class. The freshman class, the wide-eyed guys who are happy to be on the ride. Cash Sterling, Jason Quick, Stephen Gerber, Bryant Beal, Marshall Sawyer, and Dalton Skiles. And for the sophomores, the guys who were eager to find a spot to contribute to on the team was Jesse Reese, Jordan Sterling, Casey Pinnock, Kyle Jacobs, Nathan Lambert, Blake Keplet, and Matt Ivy. And now the juniors, a big class with a lot of assets. Bannon Cox, Cameron Quick, Chance Sterling, Andrew Helfrich, Lucas Stevens, Lucas McNally, Chad Forrester, Cody Williams, Austin Graves, and Casey Garman. And now for the seniors, the boys who grew up and became leaders of a team that did not quit and did not get beat. Clint Gates, John Myers, Todd Sealight, B.J. Swafford, Garrett Cook, Dustin Gordon, Matt Swanger, John Deal, and Joey Bratton. The head coach was James Johnston, and he wasn't able to be here tonight because he's still coaching. And he was assisted by Matt Cantrell, Brad Moore, and Todd Reeves. And the weight and conditioning coach was Fred Gillig. There were a lot of old chieftains walking around the field at Russell that day when the game was over. And there were a lot of good teams before you guys. But we all had to agree, you are the best one. You are the best one ever. Thank you. For those who need to know, the homecoming dance starts at 9 o'clock.